Wel, mae'n bleser I fod yma. Fel Helen yn gweud, o'n I jyst yma I gefnogi ydyn y gwir, chymod? Fel un o'r bobl Cymru nawr sydd yn gweiddi mas am gadw Cymru yn wlad Ewropeaidd. Wales for Europe. What a wonderful slogan. But you know, we're in Europe, we're of Europe. We are, by definition, an European nation. We were founded. What is it? Those of you know the song from David Iwan, 1600 years ago, according to our national myth, by a Galician Roman centurion. Fell in love with a girl from Cardiff. Unfortunately, had to go back to Rome to save the empire. But he left us a gift, a nation whose civilization was a fusion of our Celtic tradition and our Roman inheritance. I like that fusion. We are, by definition, an European nation. We're part of that civilization. We can't be wrenched out of Europe because we are European to our core. And that's what's at stake. That's what's at stake in the next few weeks. You know, I just came back for a few days in America, and I've never felt so welcome, you know, because every conversation started with meeting with the Democrats in Congress, and everyone said, I'm glad to meet somebody from a country whose politics is just as dysfunctional as ours. But you know, that visit gave me hope. Because in life, in history, in politics, you sometimes have to hit the low point, the trough, before you begin to rise again. And you know, something is rising again. On both sides of the Atlantic, people are finding hope. They're finding each other. They're building movements and on the march like we are today. And you know, as I said, you know, we're going to fight a different campaign next time, aren't we?
Yeah.
You know, last time, in some ways, they had the clearest story. I think we found our story. I think we found our message. I think we found our passion. Because our message is a message not of anger and hate, but of hope. But to win and win well, we've got to speak to those people out there who are angry. You know, in some ways, Brexit was the wrong answer to the right question. People living in poverty, who are angry about a political establishment that has ignored them too long, that has neglected them, that hasn't spoken to their needs.
And what incompetent.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, that's why Brexit won. That's why Brexit won last time, because they presented themselves as the change project. They weren't, of course. They were liars and cheats and charlatans, and we know that now. But next time, we must be the change project. Remain, and I say this respectfully, is possibly not the best slogan for those that are living in poverty, right? So we've got to be remain and reform. We've got to be remain and renew. We've got to be remain and revolutionaries. I wasn't going to speak today is I don't get to quote Lenin very often, so I'm going to go Lenin once said that politicians, you know, they have their uses. Speaking as one myself, and they are the trumpeters of the revolution, right? But actually, the revolutions are built by the people on the march. That's how we will win. Yes, people like me should be there marching with you. But it'll be the people of Wales that will win. And yes, we're going to win, and we're going to win well. Thank you.